Welcome back to day 4 of the More Sip the Tally Power Rankings. And today we're doing team number 29. Before we get into team number 29, let's recap teams 32 through 30. And I'll let you know who they were if you haven't tuned in so far. Team number 32 was the Miami Dolphins. Team number 31 was the Las Vegas Raiders. Team number 30 was the New York Football Giants. And kind of a real quick overview of the New York Giants episode from yesterday. Quarterback was 31, running back was 17, wide receiver was 31, tight end was 25, offensive line was 28, defensive line edge group was 10, linebackers 25, cornerbacks 28, and safeties 28. Their best group was defensive line edge group, and their worst group was the quarterback group. Now, transitioning over to team number 28. This team has the potential to really outgrow this ranking. They just keep messing up with one position. If they ever get that position right, this team may shock some folks. Team number 29 is the Cleveland Browns. Let's get into their free agent losses. Well, not necessarily free agent losses, but their additions and subtractions on their team. And it could be free agent, could be trade. That's why I took free agent off. We're just going to do addition and subtraction. Let's get into that. So the free agent, take it back. The additions, I keep saying free agent, the additions to the team so far. Titus Howard, Elton Jenkins, Quincy Williams, Jared Verse, Zion Johnson. Good group of players right there. Tylan Wallace, Daniel Thomas, Michael Burton, Jack Stroll, Miles Bryant, Elijah Chapman, and Khalil Davis. Now, their losses. They lost a lot up front, but you can see, in those names I said that they added, they tried to get some O-line help. They lost Myles Garrett. In the trade, they got Jared Verse, lost Myles Garrett. But Joel Bitonio, I think he retired. Cam Robinson, Jack Conklin, Ethan Pochich, Cornelius Lucas, Devin Bush, Shelby Harris, Jerome Ford, Rayshon Jenkins, Martin Emerson, Cameron Thomas, Travion Williams, Miles Bryant, Sam Webb, Justin Osborne, Anthony Kendall, Muhammad Diabate. I think that's how you say it. Those are the losses for the Cleveland Browns. Let's get into the infographic I got for Cleveland, and let's talk about the team, and where I have them ranked. All right, so as far as the team snapshot goes, they were 5-12. They finished 4th in the AFC North. The new head coach, former Ravens offensive coordinator, my guy, Todd Monken. Their best ranking unit, defensive line edge. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And the worst ranking unit, running back. And I'll explain it in a minute. Their average rank, 24.27. Let's get into these position ranks. Quarterback, have them 29th. So you're looking at Deshaun Watson, who we hadn't seen since the 2010s. You got Shedeur Sanders, who either you love him or you hate him. There's no in between. And you have Dillon Gabriel, who basically got his jersey snatched like Debo and Debo's chain on Friday. Jared Verse came out to practice with that number 8 on, and I'm like, I ain't asking you nothing, young buck. This is my number, punk. So he took that number from Shedeur Sanders. Not Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel. My bad. All right, so let's talk about the position group rankings. Quarterback, I have him at 29th. Again, you got Shedeur, you got Dillon Gabriel, you got Deshaun. Who knows what they got going on over there? I think it's going to be between Shedeur and Deshaun. Who knows? Who knows with Cleveland, right? Who knows? Who knows what Todd going to do? At running back over there, they have 2 good young running backs. Both were rookies last year. Kid from Ohio State got hurt. The reason I have them so low because I'm not sure how he's going to come back from that. And Dillon is behind him. It's just too much inconsistency at that running back. Not inconsistent. Too many questions for me at that running back position. If he was healthy, and he had a great rookie season. Actually, both of them were rookies, and they kind of played off each other, but If he comes back healthy, they not the 32nd running back room. But I don't know if he comes back healthy or not. So that's why I got him there. Wide receiver, 32nd. Uh, they got a they drafted some guys to try to improve that. I didn't put a lot of stock into the rookies. I really just graded the receivers they had, even though I know who they drafted, especially my guy Concepcion, and the guy from Oregon, the big Boston kid from Oregon. I know who they drafted, but my rankings really were the guys that they had on the team, Judy and some other folks. Tight end, I like Fanning. What's behind Fanning is okay. It'd be better if they would have kept Njoku, but I understand Njoku realized he wasn't number one anymore, so he had to get up out of there. Offensive line, as you saw from the losses, pretty much lost the entire offensive line. Good part is they did go get some guys that could potentially improve this number, but you don't know how they're gonna gel together. You're basically running four new guys out there, and you know how well they're gonna work together. Defensive line edge, they they got some dogs up there. Even with losing Miles Garrett, they still got dogs. Still got them. Still got him. Verse. Only thing is they just swapping out Verse with Miles, and Verse will lead that group. He may not get 20 some odd sacks like Miles did, but Jared Verse is a really, really, really good football player. So people outside of Cleveland that's thinking the fall off is going to be crazy for their defensive line or their front, no, no. And honestly, it might be even a little bit more dangerous because now you a bunch of them guys finna get opportunities. And I know you say they had opportunities because they was doubling, tripling Miles, but now you got to cross the front. You got Verse and them other cats. Shh, they're gonna get after it. Now I think. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Linebacker, 22nd. Um, their rookie was really good, really, really good. And on the strength of him, that's why they're up here. Whoever they put beside him, got to bring it. Swessinger brought it. Whoever they put beside him, got to bring it. Got to bring it. Cornerback, I got him at 26. I really, and that's why I emphasized Martin Emerson when I said it earlier when I was talking about the losses. Martin was part of that group that really allowed them to play that cover one. Not saying he's better than Ward, but him, Ward, Emerson, and I think they had one more corner. I can't remember his name at the top right now, but they allowed them cats to play. Was it Newsom maybe? They allowed them cats to play man and play a lot of cover one. And I don't losing Emerson was big to me. Was big to me. Then safety, I got him at ninth. Delpit and the other safety, I really really like. They play man. They run fit. They hit. Their safeties don't mind coming up, and so they're 29th overall in this countdown. The reality is, offense don't have no consistency, but that's because of quarterback play. They just like last year they played three quarterbacks. They played Joe Flacco. They played Dylan. They played Shador. They have no consistency at quarterback. Hopefully they'll get that. Again, it leads to the second one. No quarterback solution in sight. They're gonna have to play it out. Deshaun, Shador, Dylan, they gotta play it out. Turnovers and penalties killed a bunch of their drives. Undisciplined team. They were that. They were physical, but they were extremely undisciplined. Pass rush. I'm gonna say that they had Miles Garrett get all those sacks, and still was 5-12. And keep in mind, they were down in a lot of games, and Miles Garrett was still getting sacks, which is crazy. So they need everybody else to come now. Everybody's come to the party, not just Jared Verse, because you can't just put it all on one person now. Everybody else come to the party. They get consistent pass rush. That will help their not as good secondary out. The young core still developing. They got a lot of young pieces. They have drafted extremely well these past 2 seasons. Extremely, extremely well these past 2 seasons. They just got to get O-line and some quarterback play. Struggle to finish games and turnovers, penalties will do that. They will do that. The talent sparse. Probably I should have used a different word. The talent is not sparse. It's just young. It's young talent. They're definitely in a rebuild, and their patience will be tested. X Factor. I picked Shador. Shador brings poise, accuracy, and elite processing. His success could accelerate this rebuild if he's the answer at quarterback. The Browns' future could change quickly. So if Shador is the guy and can play average to good football, they'll be all right. They'll be all right because they'll grow together as young players. They'll learn the ins and out of each other, and they'll be better. If he's not, and Deshaun probably ain't it either, they're gonna be back to the drawing board soon. Maybe even in this draft coming up, which leads me to the ceiling and the floor. If they get decent quarterback play, and I mean just decent quarterback play, I can see them 7, 8 wins, maybe even 9, because they got young talent. They do. They need the O line to kind of mesh together, and they need a quarterback. Not necessarily Shador. It may not be Deshaun. It may be Dylan Gray. Who knows? Hell, they may bring Joe Flacco back. Who knows? They need consistent quarterback play. Bad, 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 bad. But final verdict: the Browns ranked 29 on the 2026 SIP to Tally Power Rankings. The pieces are there, but this team still is far from ready. A new coach brings hope, but the rebuild is just getting started. Now, what I will say this is, I think Todd Monken will present you guys a better Shador than you saw last year. I do think that. I think Todd Monken will have some stuff, if Shador wins, or even if Deshaun wins. I think you will see a better Shador Sanders than you saw last year. Now, if Deshaun wins it, you probably get more of the same, because Deshaun's set in his ways. He's an older player. He in his mind, he knows what works and what don't work. Shador, he's still young. And Todd really wanting him in Baltimore last year will probably help with some kind of chemistry between those two. And he can still kind of mold Shador into what he wants to. But I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. In the comment section, let me know, agree, disagree, off base, on base. Anything about the Cleveland Browns that I should know that I didn't talk about. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and put in the comment section who you think team number 28 will be, and we'll see if you guys are right. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and love.